Hey guys, what's going on? It's Shu, and welcome back to another video where today we are going to be covering a recent tournament that just happened, in fact, yesterday. This was the Kansas Speedway Rocket League tournament that happened in conjunction with NASCAR. Actually, it was really cool. I wish that we were able to go. Sadly, CSU was not able to attend with everything, but there were a lot of good teams that showed up. Almost, I think every single one from the West. Yeah, every team that showed up was from the West, at least collegiately. I don't know if there are maybe a couple that are just not university teams, but this is a really good first look at a couple of these new Western teams, specifically Maryville University and Columbia College Silver. So Maryville, if we just take a look real quick, Calyx, Knight, and Stealth. These are three players that you definitely should know about. Knight and Stealth, two, I would say, bubble players of the North American scene. Bubble is a ambiguous term nowadays when it comes to North America because things are getting really intermingled. Knight, I'm trying to remember what team he was on. Okay, so Knight is on G League alongside Aqua and previously Zenil. This team was actively making. Okay, so they made the Spring Invitational, and it looked like, yeah, so very low end of making RLCS. And then Stealth, who is currently on Seoul, which is definitely a bubble team, lower bubble, I would say, of North America. And then Calyx, who was a former pro from Europe. He just made transferred for this year previously. Previously, he played on Hamburg, which was a team that had just made Serial Worlds from Europe. So this is a really big roster move for Maryville, really big for the West, as well as Columbia College Silver, Columbia's B team, Samba from UT Arlington, doing his master's program there alongside, I have no idea how to actually pronounce his name. Gusk, I guess, since that's like it seems to be a shortening of his full name, and Cosmic Flippy, who was previously on Columbia's A team, and then of course Columbia College, who won the event, Cryptic, Cam, X-Shells. We saw them this summer. But I felt like this was a really good tournament to talk about because it shows us what some of the West is really looking like. This semester gave us a first look at Maryville as well as Columbia College Silver. We get to see University of Kansas. We get to see Mizzou. We get to see Wichita State. We also saw Ottawa Braves for the first time in what feels like months. Apparently Grand Valley State showed up as well, which is cool. They are a Eastern Conference team, so I guess the only one from there, which is interesting. But what we do see here is this is just a very short recap. I'm going to make sure to keep this under 8 minutes so there's no ads. Columbia College Navy beating Maryville twice in a best of 3 and then a best of 5 in the bracket reset. It's really weird that they did such short ones, but I guess keeping it within 1 day it makes sense with 24 teams, or I guess 23. I guess one team didn't make it. But Columbia College Navy beating Maryville twice, but it's somewhat close, which means, yes, Maryville, very strong contending team. We were all expecting with just the fact that Calyx was coming in, but we also have Knight and Stealth. This is almost guaranteed to be a top 4 team of the West alongside Columbia College. And then we get to see Columbia College Silver beating Wichita State, beating Kansas, losing to Maryville, and what I heard was them missing a near open net to lose that game 3. So very interesting things coming from Columbia College Silver. Obviously, Cosmic Flippy and Samba are veterans now of the collegiate scene, and Gusk is at least a well-known player. I don't know too much about him, but I recognize his name from the bubble scene as well. I think Six Man's is where I initially had heard his name. But we do see Kansas getting number 3, which I think is somewhat surprising. no offense to Kansas, but beating out Mizzou is a pretty big step here. They beat Ottawa Braves and Grand Valley State in the upper bracket. Grand Valley State made the summer series as well. So it's really awesome for them and the Kansas team. I know Kansas is looking forward to a strong semester. I'm hoping to see them in CRL, but having Columbia, then Maryville, Columbia College Silver, Kansas, and then Mizzou and Wichita State. Ottawa Braves got knocked out pretty early on by Monkey Men here in losers round 3, which I think is pretty surprising. In all honesty, University of Arkansas was here. Not a very recognized team anymore. They've just haven't been around in the higher end of the scene for quite a while. So Ottawa Braves end out pretty early on. I'm just seeing if there's any other like good teams that I should be talking about, but it doesn't seem like there's any others that are like really important to be talking about. But yeah, so Columbia College, then Maryville, Columbia College Silver, who also is likely looking to make it into CRL. I think everyone quarterfinals and beyond is looking to make CRL. Wichita State, Mizzou, and Kansas, I see them more on the edge of things. Since obviously there's a lot of CRL quality teams that didn't attend this event. But it's really good to see Kansas beat Mizzou, Wichita State make it that far as well. Just looking at it, I mean, they lost to the Columbia College A team and the Columbia College B team. I think that's pretty fair. Columbia College Silver, I'm working on my rankings right now, which are going to come out not today, but next Monday. So we'll see where I rank them, but I think that Columbia College Silver is like a near guaranteed team to be making CRL. But that is all. We'll just have to see. If you enjoyed this little recap, make sure to go like and subscribe. We're going to be doing a ton more CRL content in the upcoming weeks. And for now, that is all. Peace out.